I've been kinda busy. I've been working on that documentary for almost a year now. I've piled up pages worth of ideas and scripts, and instead of choose any of them, this rockets its way to the top of my list, and for good reason. I got this book for Christmas, and my god, it is... I actually can't describe this in words, so I'm going to use this seizure-inducing montage of sounds and images. Anyways, this book is merely one facet of the website-spanning internet phenomenon known by the carbon-based life forms as FREAKBAiT. He's a musician, writer, editor, multimedia creator, and part-time plesiosaur. He's been known for his YouTube and TikTok series Today's Mission, which is essentially a collective of odd ideas, pranks, friendship breakers, and an ARG that I would love to discuss in this video. However, I am, unfortunately, for all intended purposes, a dumb bitch.
Somebody else already made a video on an ARG, and it's really good, and you should check it out. Okay, thank you.
However, there's so much more to this fella than meets the eye of the general public. There's a slew of anarchist messaging, creative energy, and thought-provoking storytelling, and psychosynthetic soundscapes that really make you say, wait, what the f***? I want to begin discussing FREAKBAiT through what I consider to be the most criminally underrated of his works. Over the years, under many different titles, FREAKBAiT has made tons of music which I have surveyed thoroughly. Have I listened to every song made by FREAKBAiT? No. That's f***ing stupid. I have, however, heard enough to use only FREAKBAiT-made songs in this video. The music bleeding onto your ear canals right now was written, composed, edited, performed, and produced by FREAKBAiT. For FREAKBAiT? No. I would categorize FREAKBAiT's music not as a genre, but more accurately as a collection of esoteric echo chambers, which tickle the eardrums in just the right way. Again, I haven't listened to every one of his songs because that's, again, f***ing ridiculous, but they all share that same kind of sound. His most popular song is No Room Left, which you might recognize as a fan of the Today's Mission series. Partially due to his success in other fields, the music of FREAKBAiT and his many aliases is often overlooked, which is frankly unacceptable when you realize how much work he has put into his music. I have here a quote from an FAQ in which Mr. Bait explains his production process. I produce all music and sound design featured in my videos. Most of it is made on a Tascam Portastudio Mark III cassette recorder routed through a Zoom L12 and digitized via Audacity on a PC. I primarily use Memorex Tape 2 cassette tapes. Music gear I've recorded with includes Squier Telecaster with Seymour Duncan hot rails, Ibanez bass with GHS precision flats, Korg Volca sample, Teenage Engineering PO33 and PO20, came out of nowhere, Arturia Microbrute, Arturia Keystep, Arturia, the Hanger Model D, Catful of Ghost Showler, Arcano 2, Moog Theremin, Automaton, nice, Bastille Castle and Castle B Drum, Bastel Micro Granny, Sonicware Live and 8-Beat Warps, IK Multimedia Unosynth. That's not even half of the instruments he lists off. This man does so much to make such hauntingly beautiful ear tinglies, and there's barely so much as a whisper about this. I demand recognition for him. Having discussed audio, it feels appropriate to create a segue into the... I believe the visuals of FREAKBAiT are best described by FREAKBAiT himself. Bathed in the static glow of re-recorded VHS late-night scrambled porn, FREAKBAiT plinks away at an ensemble of corrupted toys and dayglow machines, conjuring a psychovisual and sonic cacophony that spreads through your third eye like a horse thighs and overdoses your childhood with gallons of bad acid, leaving your mind floating through the empty void of psychic space as an interstellar Mary Celeste. And if you've seen the doodles this man has hidden away in this book, you'd agree.
Quick editor's aside to let you know that I didn't steal any of these images. They were readily available on FREAKBAit's website and YouTube channel. Okay, thank you.
The bizarreness of the context, the clip art uncanniness, create an unmistakable aura of distrust or liminality that invoke the feeling that I tried to explain earlier with the Caesar montage. Can we hit that again? FREAKBAiT often couples his disturbing imagery with writings fascinating, unsettling, thought-provoking, or all of the above. More often than not, his works have a rather humorous conclusion, despite typically having an absurd premise. My personal favorite is that of My Grandfather's Wisdom. It subtly explores the idea of legacies, and it came to me at a rather topical time. Some of FREAKBAit's writings fall into a collection he calls Butt Crack Mirror, a play on Black Mirror that explores multiple concepts of humanity falling prey to an addictive substance, product, or focus of obsession. They all bear the message that humans as a whole are easily distracted. and the herd mentality is self-destructive. All in all, the irradiated tales of FREAKBAiT tangle all preconceived notions of existence into a congealed and coagulated mess of meat, hair, metal, and flame. The ordinary is stretched, wrapped around that little finger of the chubbiest baby of the richest man before the finger is deep-fried and served with a garnish that no one ever eats. They challenge the perception of the known and unknown, before calmly screaming at you that they are one and the same, expanding your vocabulary and fundamental understanding of the universe, subsequently rewarding, punishing those who dare to attempt the act that has been silently forbidden by the masses, that being the first way to leave the path for others to follow, a dire warning of the creature in your home, or an irritating mnemonic to remember the difference between North and South Dakota. Reading. I understand that I haven't done as good a job describing FREAKBAiT as I've done explaining him. I say this because creators like these, the ones tucked away in the hidden corners of the internet, they are meant to be experienced for yourself. These people put all this effort into subjects that are so overlooked by the human condition that it feels ignorant to deny such works for whatever the majority deems worthy of mass concentration. Like the next episode of the Talk to a podcast. Like, seriously, what is wrong with people? To borrow from a personal favorite show of mine, and what I consider to be the most successful of these out-of-the-box, crack open your psyche and subvert expectation kind of creations, it's out there, somewhere in the woods, waiting. Every click from here to there was not from FREAKBAiT. Those were other projects and creations from other talented people doing similar things, subverting the mind, thinking irregularly, and I admire that so very much. And I'm pleading with you, find these creators, embrace the unsettling feeling, because to simply seek out the simple things is to hand over your will to the numbness and complicity. Revel in your discomfort, because it makes you more human.
Kids are gonna die in school too.